And it's a Monday. We have Dr. Mindy Gunn in the house. Good morning,
What's
Dr.
up?
Mindy Gunn. What's up?
What's up?
April Fools, ladies. Are you guys on your game?
I'm not a good. I'm no good at this day. I just don't even try it. The last time I
I've done
did, it went south for me. So I'm never gonna do it.
We have to be so careful because it's like, you really want to go do something, but then you have to be like borderline.
Okay, so the last time I did something.
Okay, let's hear. Oh, we're going to spill the tea.
When we were over here on this side of town,
Okay.
by the Baptist, on Jim Day Road.
Oh, yes, okay.
So we had, I bought this at a yard sale that the Humane Society did. It was a little lizard, a little squishy lizard, just like an inch long, just a little bitty. And so, April Fool's Day, I'm putting it in charts, I'm putting it everywhere. As my tech comes to me, she goes, "Stick this where the sun doesn't shine. We're tired of it. Let's stop it."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, I thought it was funny." No, but it was funny 3 hours ago. It's not funny anymore. You can just stop it.
Yeah.
So I stuck it back in my desk.
Go ahead.
So
Go ahead, more.
at the end of the day, I had this handled purse, and I was finishing my computer, shut the computer down. I went to grab my purse, and something squishy is on it. I was like, those guys have put that, on my thing. No, it was a spider. It was a wolf spider on the top of my purse. And I didn't bite me, luckily. But I jumped around, squealed like a little girl. And that's the last time I did anything.
Karma came back to you.
Yeah.
Karma came back to me.
But now, see, that's my sense of humor. See, I think it's funnier that you kept on. Like that you didn't just stop. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't just one person. You know what I mean? No, but I mean, I love that. Everybody should get a little bit of that. You know what I mean? See, that to me would make me, don't give up, Mindy.
I didn't give up, but Karma came back and almost bit me in the form of a wolf spider. In the form of a wolf, this is life saying, you know what, you're just not this good at, you're not that good at this, don't do it.
Yeah. There are people that are really, there are people that are really good at this. Yeah, I kind of lean that way. Yeah, I'm also a little.
You lean at being good at it?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I lean at being on my guard and waiting for those people because those people that are really good at it. And I'm very gullible. You know what I mean? So,
me too.
So if you tell me.
I don't trust nobody.
Oh, look at girl up in here. I got my eye on you.
No, I would be the one that, you could get me really good. So I have been gotten a lot, but I've tried. I'm with you, Mindy. I'm not really good at it, but I love the whole, just keep on. Just keep putting that thing there. Just keep putting that thing there. Why not, right? I would have got tickled with that. I would love that.
I'm a people watcher, so it's really hard to prank me because I'm constantly.
Oh, you're watching.
Yeah.
Look, she's on guard at all times.
Yeah.
Are you nervous, Kitty?
Yeah. Yeah, it must be the anxiety. I don't know.
Yeah, but we want to hang out with you because you've got our back.
Right.
We can say
Becky,
worry.
So Becky and I will do our thing.
Yeah.
Like we got you.
Yeah,
be watching everything.
That's right. You keep an eye out.
Just tell it. Just tell her. Just like, okay, this. I don't know about this one. Okay, we're on it. We're on it. We're in it now.
I love that. That's great. Erin, let's thank our sponsors this morning.
We have Meadow View Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rosa's, Fox Pirelli Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Windhorse for Home, Paley and English, and McAllister Land Consulting.
Yeah, thank you to our great sponsors. Mindy, and I know Erin, I don't think Erin would be, but Mindy, are you following the NCAA basketball? Are you doing any?
Yes, actually, though, I've been so busy. This is the first year in my life that beyond me being able to write, that I haven't filled out a bracket.
Okay, I thought you usually,
I did. I love basketball.
What? I do, too. Oh, you feel, I normally do.
Erin, okay,
I normally do.
I always think okay, well, so have you had a lot of upsets? Upsets?
Yes.
Okay.
I had Kentucky winning, so yeah.
Oh.
We did not do well.
No. Well,
I won't comment on that.
Yeah.
I know. Mindy, I don't know if we're gonna, I don't know if we're gonna trust her now.
But
you know what I
I'm
mean?
from
I don't
Kentucky.
know. That's true.
Not lived in Indiana about 8 years, so.
That's true. That is true. But you've been drinking our water, so you are part of us now. So, yeah.
I will say I have an Oakland shirt coming. Sorry.
Okay.
I had UConn.
Well, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. So you still got one, and that's probably.
Yeah.
All right. Well, North Carolina State beat Duke 76-64.
Thing of beauty. It was
Thing of
wonderful.
beauty.
I love that one guy. The big guy in the middle.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah.
I can't come up with his name.
Oh, you talking about big guy in the middle, Purdue?
Yes, well,
Purdue beat Tennessee.
It'll be fun to watch Edie and that guy from NC State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember last time I went to the. It was actually I can't remember what year it was, but Purdue and Tennessee played football, and it was and all I heard was Rocky Top.
Yeah.
I was like, get off of it.
I know.
Is that
all you got?
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah. So now we don't have to listen to Rocky Top anymore because Purdue beat them. Okay, so they're out. Alabama beat Clemson 89-82. UConn beat Illinois 77-52. That was a big whooping.
Yeah.
Okay.
UConn's really good, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm winning my whole one side of the bracket, so hopefully they just keep on.
Well, and what's funny is
they might.
So the Final Four will be held. The Final Four will be held this Saturday in Phoenix. So I think we need to take a trip to Phoenix, Arizona. I'm sure the weather's beautiful. The remainder of the women's Elite Eight. So UConn again. You won against USC, or no, excuse me, plays at USC 9:15, and LSU and Iowa play at 7:15, and that'll be held.
And that's tonight.
No, tonight.
Man, I'm gonna watch that LSU Iowa game.
Me too.
Yeah. And
Definitely watching that game.
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
And women are actually, I think it's funny because I've heard a lot of people just completely, they're exploded. I mean, they're just
I will tell you, over the last summer, I got to go to a Washington Mystics game, WNBA. That's the best basketball I've seen in a long time. I mean, it's a good, if you get a chance.
Yeah.
Well, and now Caitlin may be a Fever. She may be going to the Fever.
Oh.
Because the Fever had the #1 pick.
Mm-hmm.
So if Caitlin's the #1 pick, and she decides to go to the WNBA, because I don't know if you've heard this, like
no, Mindy, tell us all.
So Ice Cube formed a league. It's called the Big Three, and it's a 3-on-3 league. It's former NBA players, WNBA players. He's offered Caitlin Clark $5 million to come to the Big Three.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I would slide over.
So she may not. So she may not be in Indy next year. Who knows? But I kind of hope she is. I'd like to, because
Yeah.
I'd like to go see that.
Yeah.
Because the Fever are pretty bad.
Yeah.
They've been pretty bad for a while now. But.
Yeah.
It's so funny that you're up. Boy, you've got that one. I mean, Mindy.
But but if she goes Big Three, I'm gonna go watch that too.
Yeah.
Yesterday, North Carolina State over Texas 76-66. South Carolina over Oregon State 70-58. So
NC State and UConn both have men's and women's then, right?
Going. Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Wouldn't that be cool? I mean, I just think that's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
To have the men and the women, that's just not normal.
No.
You know what I mean, I'm just thinking, how do you support all of them?
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of people don't watch women's basketball, which is crazy to me. I love women's basketball. I love men's basketball too. Don't get me wrong.
No, but I love to watch the women play.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think now it's. I mean, and IU gave South Carolina all they could handle.
IU has. I mean, there was like. I mean,
I love that game.
Following.
They offered that was so good.
Yeah.
I mean, and South Carolina's not lost a game in years. You know.
Crazy.
Yeah. I
They're
heard a lot
so
of
good.
people say they're switching over and watching the girls play. IU.
It's a quality. It's a better basketball product, honestly.
Well, they're doing really good.
agree.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It's a better. If you like the game of basketball, it's a better product.
And it's funny, years ago, let's go back years ago, I mean, girls' sports, you know what I mean, we're not, you know what I mean, we've come a long way, baby.
Yeah.
Talk about rising to the top, you know what I mean?
It's getting a lot better people watching.
Oh, yeah.
Because before, there was this big thing that women didn't make as much as men in sports.
And they still don't.
And they were saying it was because men had more fans and they made money to go to the games and da-da-da-da-da. It was like a big thing. And they still don't, but I think we've come a step up a little bit.
Oh, we're going to keep stepping. I think it's just going to keep getting...
Well, I mean, Caitlin's probably got millions in NIL deals. Yeah. Some of those girls have big time.
Good for her.
I mean, they've got to have big time NIL deals. Well, she's on that State Farm commercial.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
So she's getting big time NIL money for that.
Well, and you think about that. I mean, good for them. I mean, how many hours? I mean, they put in and what time and to get where they're at.
Yeah, they work just as hard. I mean.
Absolutely. You know.
I think if you get a chance to go to a WNBA game, it's something to see.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I've been, Pacer fan, been there, but and that's good in the fourth quarter. But this is from the jump to the end.
Yeah.
See, Cameron's big on basketball. He can tell you every player, what position they play, how many shots they've had this season. I mean, he knows all.
Wow, that's cool.
No, I love that. And when you're talking, but I'm so because I watch the games, I listen to the games, but I know the games, but I can't peel out all the players like everybody.
I'm terrible.
I used to be able to, but
I think you do really well, Mindy. Mindy can,
you do.
you need to. You can peel those names off. I'm
I can't remember
that guy, this guy, or this girl, this lady.
I can hardly keep up with Cameron. I'm like, how do you know all
I
this
don't
at 13
know.
years
I
old?
know.
Their little brains are so good.
And
it's so
crazy. When
good.
he talks to me about it, I'm like, where do you hold all that?
You can't clean your room, but you can do this.
Yeah. And
that's why your room isn't clean.
Yeah, he goes back and watches videos, and he's constantly on the YouTube shorts about basketball. You wouldn't imagine he could talk all day about it.
So it kind of sounds like me in horse racing.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Which we're gonna get there because that's coming up.
Big changes on Saturday. Big changes.
Okay, real quick, I do want to say Brownstown Central, 55. Whoopahana, am I saying that right? Whoopahana, 36. So go Brownstown. Brownstown's going strong up there.
So they won the state, and then Scottsburg won too, right?
Scottsburg 67, South Bend, St. Joseph 57. I'm glad you brought that up. Fisher 65, Ben Davis 56. Fisher 65, Ben Davis 56. So
okay.
So still going on. That was
the state.
The winners. Sorry,
that was the winners of the state. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize before the other day that Scottsburg was and Brownstown.
And Brownstown. So those are the South is rise again.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think we had Jeffersonville for a little while too. So I mean, this is bringing representation. All eyes on us down here. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's cool.
Anytime we can be flashy down here. You know?
I know. That's right. That's right.
Well, we know that there's a lot of great schools and there's a lot of great Southern schools down here, and it's just nice to have that representation. You know,
I missed the one tournament though.
I
missed just having one tournament.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it makes it
unique. That made us unique.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Cameron was talking about that before too. Just people having the one big tournament instead of all these.
It was changed in the 90s, didn't it,
Yeah, I
Becky?
think so. I think, yeah. There was a lot of controversy on that, too. Yeah, that was a lot of...
Yeah, we were the only state that did that at that time did it.
Yeah.
So now we're just like everybody else.
Yeah.
It was fun. I mean, you had... Because it was just like almost like the March Madness tournament, It's like this tournament because you would have Cinderellas and...
Yeah.
You would most of the time have bigger schools win, but...
Yeah, but that's why they call it a game.
That's why they call it a game. And that's what the movie Hoosiers is based on.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I mean? So it does happen.
Oh, that movie, I could watch that all the time.
I know.
That movie. Just such a good movie. Yeah, for sure. And
when he says I love you guys, I cry every time.
Oh, absolutely. And
I love you guys.
It's funny because you talk to other coaches from other states. And I heard this guy from Georgia. He said, you've made it. You know how I love to do. You made it. Let's say that if you're in somewhere and you're doing something. You know what I mean? And you made it if you're a high school basketball coach in Indiana.
Yeah.
I mean it's funny. I've just not heard other states how You know what I mean? That he said that's the ultimate job to be a high school basketball coach in Indiana.
Well, I mean we have, I think 9 of the top 10 biggest gyms in the country.
Yeah.
We have the biggest one. I think Newcastle's still the biggest stadium. It's a stadium. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's crazy.
I mean, it was such a, when he said that, I guess a lot of times we just know it. We don't really think about it. But it was funny to hear the other states say that.
Yeah.
That Indiana, that's just funny that, so.
Yeah, it's all about the round ball.
And it's funny how, we get stereotyped. They think we all play basketball.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
We do.
We're sitting here bouncing right now as we speak.
That's right. We get issued one when we come out of the womb. We're here's a little basketball.
Exactly.
You go do that.
They do in Brownstown. I promise Brownstown, instead of a pacifier, they give them footballs up there.
They could.
I always said that.
That's a little blasphemy. Need basketball first, and then you can go get your football after that.
But I'm just, no, I mean, Brown sounds like always been so, well, they're good at everything they do. They really are good, but I always said instead of a pacifier, they just hand them a football.
Yeah, speaking of football, Cameron goes to North Harrison. Last year we played Salem. Oh. And before I started working in Salem, I had never really been to Salem much, and it was Cameron's first year playing middle school football. And he said, oh my gosh, that Salem has a really good football team. I mean, their middle school boys were crazy. Cameron said, I think some of them drove here. They're corn-fed.
I love that. There we go. It's those good cafeteria ladies.
Yeah. That's right.
I mean, they're just feeding them.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
That is, I love that. And it's funny to hear. Yeah, that's
Was that this year?
It was last year.
Yeah. Okay, so see, those boys will be.
Even bigger. Keep growing.
They'll be.
Growing. He said, I need to see their license.
I love that.
That's card them.
That's great.
Card them.
That's good. That's good. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know coming up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
That for sure. Yeah, definitely. All right. Also, hope everyone had a wonderful Easter. Want to say that Easter's in the books. I hid more eggs. Anyway, hunted or helped. I didn't hunt. I hid eggs. I want to say that for that. I just want to say, can you make a career in hunting eggs? I mean, and doing like that. You know what I mean? I'm just wondering. I've kind of got some skills here. I just want to say. I kept thinking, is there anything glorified on that? I mean, you know what I mean? Is that anything that, like, is that something that, like, would look good on a resume?
With that Brady bunch of yours, you
I know. Do you realize?
It,
I mean, like almost 1,000 eggs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Okay.
I
bought good candy. And, you know what I mean, I got good candy, you know what I mean, which I even did cowtails. The kids went crazy. Cowtails, yum! I was like, yes. I just want to say, is there, no, you know, okay, like I love it. I love so much doing it. But, and it makes me happy, but like, you know, it's like a stage performance. I mean, you want to take a bow, and there's nobody clapping. I just want to know, is there anywhere that there's like a job, like that you say that, like, you know, I have certain skills. I can really hide some eggs. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Right? Is that anything? No.
Well, send out your resume and try, Beck. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I mean, somebody out there might.
Yeah. I can put some. I can listening. Please contact me.
Yeah, there is like.
Call me.
I mean, you have to do a nice little toss because, like, I mean, you got so many eggs to put out, but like if you toss too hard. They'll crack open, you know what I mean? They'll open up, you know what I mean? Because they're already busted because the eggs, you know, trying to put the candy in there. And so you have to do nice little tosses, and then you have to kind of have them even, you know. Now that's where, and I'm not even like OCD, but like I have to have them like, you know what I mean?
Well, you also can't make them too hard to find.
Well,
or they'll never get found.
Yeah.
And then if you're like me, I'm like, I don't know where I put them.
Find them months later.
No months later, yeah. Yeah, when you run over them with the lawnmower, you're like, dang it.
And that grass. And they ran out of grass at Walmart. Yeah. The Easter grass.
Well,
they ran out of grass at Walmart, and I don't know.
I think that's a good thing. It's probably not good for the environment, Becky.
Oh, probably not.
I refuse to use that grass.
Do you really?
Yes.
Well,
you could use paper and recycle it.
Well, there you go. Yeah. They have a grass tablecloth. Cut that up.
Did you cut that up?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Very it's very good. Okay.
Okay, I'm not trying to be rude. Okay,
we're gonna give you the hands here.
A mother of 6, you learn to make things work.
You figure it out.
You do. No, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? When life gives me lemons, I'm gonna make some lemonade.
Yeah.
And don't think, you know what I mean? The show will go on, okay?
See, I would have never thought about that. I would have been like, oh, forget it. I'll do something else. Yeah. Like, I'm not.
Oh, no.
If these guys complain about no grass, I'm going to slap them.
Oh, yeah. No, but we had no complaints at all. They were so excited about those cowtails.
Cowtails?
Yeah. They have strawberry and chocolate.
Like the chewy?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, my group was, I don't know.
Can you wind that in an egg? I mean.
I did. And it folds over. See the skills.
Oh my
It's the Easter skills, Becky.
Yes,
You got the Easter skills.
You.
That's awesome.
I don't know.
So you open it up and it's like,
Yeah.
That's why you have to toss them.
Aren't they long? I mean, how do you get those?
Yeah, you know, you can fold them up. They fold it up, and then boy would. Yeah. I'm showing you how to do it.
So how long did all this take you?
Long, okay. Hours, yeah.
Oh
How long
my
did it?
gosh.
How quick was it done? Seconds.
Yeah.
The build up.
Yeah.
Boom. It's
Yeah.
over.
Yeah. Well, they were all hyped up on candy. They were running, which was beautiful. What a beautiful Easter we had yesterday.
It was yeah.
And
it
I was
it was
hoping
supposed to
for that.
rain, wasn't it?
Yeah,
But
it rained.
never did.
It rained yesterday morning.
I didn't
A little
see
bit.
that.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
rained a
either.
little bit, which worked out. And I'll tell you why. It worked out well because when you're putting stuff in the ground, I put all kinds of decorations in the ground.
right.
And that really worked out well because the ground was softer. I could get all that in.
Right.
So that worked out well. But as far as the day, I wanted a day where everybody was out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, because we have a lot of energy. I know that's surprising.
Yeah. It was
Shocked.
very warm.
Shocked at that.
Shocked, I tells you.
Yeah. So I know that's a shock. Yeah, on that. But yeah, so it was beautiful Easter. So anyway, yeah, that it was great. It was good.
The whole weekend was nice. Saturday and Sunday was super nice
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
It was.
Love
So
that.
we are going to be today. So I'm going to segue in today at 3:00. I'm going to be on the weather call to find out if we're going to get some feisty weather. We might get some feisty weather because with this beautiful sunshine stuff, sometimes it,
Comes
you know,
storms.
Yeah.
So a week away from the eclipse, right?
Yeah, exactly. From today. Yeah.
From
Yeah.
today.
So it's looking like, okay, Mindy, it has to be, I mean, like game on to have the eclipse. I mean, like to see the eclipse, right? I mean, you can't have all these clouds and you can't have
No,
rain
yeah.
and stuff.
Right.
I mean, it
It's
has
got
to
to
be
be-
just right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I actually have, so the total eclipse is actually a week from today. Early predictions for the weather is a 40-60% cloud coverage and 50% chance of rain.
Ugh.
The
Let's see
path-
what WeatherBug
the-
says.
Path of most totality runs from Vincennes, Indiana, where you can see more than 4 minutes or total darkness, Franklin and near Indianapolis and east to north of Richmond as it exits Indiana. Salem is predicted to have 2 minutes of total darkness. Pekin and other areas south will not see a total eclipse, but we'll see about 80 to 90% coverage. And we're going to be playing, I keep telling this, Pink Floyd album, Dark Side of the Moon. I do have t-shirts for sale, and Wslm t-shirts, Eclipse t-shirts for sale too. So
Do you?
yeah, absolutely.
What do they look like?
Yeah, I need one.
It's a totality, and it's a tal-ity. It's like trying to
Put it together. Okay.
together.
Yeah.
It's really cute, yeah.
I want one.
So the girls are like, "Mom, you have a toe on your t-shirt."
Yeah.
I was like, I know, but I thought it was kind of funny, so why not? For a radio station, we're supposed to have funny, weird things, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to have anything, yeah.
And I'll
So
be
Yeah.
here next Monday, so I'll need a t-shirt.
you need a t-shirt, yeah. You
So
need
do you think we're gonna have like the gridlock traffic and all that?
I think it's going to be. This is what I predict. I think there'll be a lot of people coming through. I think like I was in Hopkinsville, Kentucky
Yes.
last time,
Yes.
and and that was like a lot of traffic going through, or right there, because that was
Because we're on the way to Bloomington.
Yeah, and I think there'll be a lot of people going to Bloomington, Bedford, and up
Yeah.
north. So I think there'll be people coming and traffic coming and going. I think because the real people that want to see it longer will go more north.
Right.
You know what I mean? More north, or to Vincennes, or
Right.
up, a little bit further. So that's what I think. I predict that we will have people stopping in.
Yeah.
Maybe eating, shopping, or doing, coming
Yeah.
back and forth. And all 3 schools are not going to have school that day.
I think that's smart.
I think it was very smart because it's just
how are you gonna get them there
Yeah.
and back? You know what I mean?
and
With buses.
it's not
and-
fair to the bus drivers.
No, it's not really.
Trying to,
Well, and then that's not fair to people trying to get. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just better
yeah.
to.
And if our children were like, if it was the time, even though it's like at 2:00, I think majority of it, but when our kids are on the bus, if there's traffic, and then and you just would hate for if
Yeah.
people, might get a little feisty,
Yes.
it's just
Yes.
that's not a
Agree.
good thing. So
No.
yeah, so and then they can, but if they want to get together and do stuff, then they can, friends want to get together, teenagers or something, and go see it together, they can do that.
Yeah.
But they need to make sure they have the perfect eye care, right, Mindy? How important
Wear
is
your
that
glasses.
Wear your glasses.
Wear your Eclipse
And
glasses.
they say not just regular sunglasses. Don't just do regular
No,
sunglasses.
no.
Right.
No.
See, I think people get confused on that.
You have to have the special Eclipse 100% UV blocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it still like when you look in it though, like you still got to be a little careful, or like if it like does it?
Well, I mean, if you get glasses, you better trust the source of your glasses.
Yeah.
Are there like, because I know that's one of your pet peeves when people like make dupes like that aren't real. Are there those that are putting out stuff that it's not real, or you don't know?
I don't know.
Okay.
I have no way to know.
Well, I would hope not. You know what I mean?
You would hope not, but
Yeah, I don't trust people. I'm sure there are.
See?
Yeah. Buy
There you
from
go.
reliable source, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know Walmart's got them over there. Yeah, so
Yeah.
if you haven't got them, you can get them. But
yeah.
if you're gonna do that,
Yeah.
it's hard though. Like with little ones, you know what I mean? Like let's say like kindergartners, or like maybe I'm thinking of that age. A lot of times they slide down.
Yeah.
So maybe you got to be very careful.
You got to watch them.
Yeah.
You have to watch kids, make sure they're not.
Not looking up at it and seeing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Do you remember the last time? Did you witness the last time?
I did.
2017.
Yeah.
Where
But
were
that
you?
was just at home.
Uh-huh.
I didn't think about it. I should have had people over or whatever, but
Yeah.
didn't even think about it.
That eclipse party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just sat on my back porch and
Yeah.
put my glasses on to protect my eyes and drank
Yeah.
a little wine and watched it.
Yeah.
Watch-
It was great.
Yeah. Do you remember it?
Yeah, we had an eclipse party
Oh,
in
that's cool.
2017.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah. I didn't even, so I guess some of my Floyd County friends were coming,
Oh yeah.
They started texting me about a couple weeks ago, and I was like, oh yeah, it's on the 22nd. Come on up. They're like,
Yeah.
no, Mindy, it's on the 8th. I'm like, oh, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
It's one of those dates.
I'll get the sheets clean for you here. Let's go.
Oh, that's gonna be fun then. So you got
Yeah.
company coming. Oh,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, we better be on our best behavior then. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Our community. We better. Yeah.
Well, I think, are there some events going on around town?
Yeah, there's different events going on. Yeah, for sure, and different things going on. So it should be a fun day.
Yeah,
for
it
that.
should be a really fun day. Yeah.
For people, I think it's our community is fun anyway, and I think that that coming up and visiting friends and hanging out and stuff will be a good time. Yeah.
And the other thing about us is we are just in the path.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So even we're right on the edge. So
Right.
people are going to come, hey, I can drive 5 minutes and be in the total path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like
Right.
it's going to be busy in town.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah.
I'm not getting in my Jeep that day. I'm
You're just
walking.
gonna stay. I go stay. Oh, you walking?
Yeah, if I'm going to go somewhere, I'm walking. I'm not going to the grocery store. I'm going to get
Well,
that stuff done
Yeah,
beforehand.
that's what I've heard a lot of people say. They're going to go ahead and get their groceries and be all ready, and which is a good thing. You know what I
Oh
mean?
gosh, if I got people coming, I really got to do that. Huh?
Yeah, Mindy, you're going to have
Get
to.
on it. You don't have
Yeah,
much
you got to
time.
feed them. You got to feed them.
I'm going to take them to Mama Rosa's.
Hey, you can't go wrong there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Have all the pizza you can
Oh,
buy.
get them that big old mama pizza.
That's
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, they'll be so happy with that. Oh my, now you're gonna be wanting. Oh.
No, we want pizza. It's so
yeah,
good.
I'm gonna jump in on that.
It's
I'm
so
jumping
good.
in. Yeah.
I think Mama Rosa's is doing a little buffet. I think.
I hope so.
I think, and they're
We'll
kind of
talk to
roping
Joanne
off their
about that. Yeah.
roping off their parking lot.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you
Yeah.
right now. Now you got. Yeah, you need to teach them how to get good pizza. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be real good.
Well, it's nice to have a local pizza joint left. You know what I
Oh,
mean? Like,
Yeah. Do you know how many years I have sat there? Like, we were
know.
talking about that as teenagers. You know what I mean?
know.
That Mama Rose is like, okay, like, when there wasn't game nights or whatever, you would just go there and hang out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
We went there every Friday after Mom went to the bank and
Yeah.
2 grocery stores, and then we went there. And then we went to Cheese Factory, and we went to Mom Rosa's and eat dinner.
I can
We did every
literally
Friday.
remember that. Yeah, I mean, spending hours there.
Yeah.
But people, I mean, you'd be visiting, talking, and eating. We get a big pizza, and like all night long, you just eat on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There it sits, and if somebody wants some, there it is. It's
And those big mamas, I mean, that will barely fit in my back seat.
oh, they're.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
They need to start a food challenge, don't they?
Yeah, they do. It's funny though, and
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
And Becky, I think.
No, because pizza is something that I can eat a lot of pizza. Yeah,
I think that
we could do that. Yeah.
like, could you eat a Big Mama in like half an hour?
Oh, I don't know.
Or an hour.
Time.
Or maybe an hour.
Maybe an hour. Yeah, you got to give me some time.
An hour.
Yeah.
Eat the whole thing by yourself.
I did that chocolate milk challenge where you drink a gallon of chocolate milk
my
in an hour. You can't do it. No, I mean, no, you'll get so
It
sick.
sloshes around in your stomach.
Just like, because I thought, oh, that'll be no trouble. An hour, you know what I mean? Because I thought, I'll just drink one glass at a time. Oh, my goodness. I was, let me just say, it didn't end well. Yeah.
What about the hot dogs?
Oh, gosh.
I couldn't.
I don't know
Becky.
about that. I don't know. Yeah, I could do hot dogs maybe, but I don't know. You have to dip them in water to that bread, all that.
No way.
Well, they do that. Have you not seen that in the professionals?
They do.
Yeah, they dip them in water, the bread, so that they can eat it quicker. Yeah.
I can't almost watch it.
I can't either. I don't like to hear people chew. For some reason, it's like a huge pet peeve of mine.
Yeah.
That's a genetic thing.
Is it?
It is.
I was going to say because my mom hates it too. And I always thought, I just grew up listening to my mom.
No,
Don't
I think
chew
it's...
your mouth open. Da-da-da-da-da. It literally irks me. I cannot.
What about if somebody like soup,
Yeah.
they or
Slurp.
Yeah.
Soup.
That doesn't bother me so much. It's just the chewing. I can't. That's crazy.
I think it's a genetic thing.
I tell my mom that.
Yeah. It is. Some people have that.
I know what I got from you, Mom.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. I know there's a lot of people like that, and that crunching and chewing and stuff. Yeah,
I try really hard not to let it bother me, but it's all I can hear if it's there.
Yeah. Have you ever been so we went to the movies and we got popcorn and stuff, and it was that quiet place.
Mm-hmm.
They don't talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You sit in the movies and kind of. So I was like sucking on the popcorn. I was like, I can't fucking chew this.
Yeah. I'd be ready to go to jail at the end of that.
That's hilarious.
I know. It's like you can hear like a pin drop. You know, here I have popcorn and I'm like sucking on it. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I can't chew it.
Yeah.
Like a mint.
Yeah.
That is hysterical.
I know. Well, it's you know the movie. It's really a good movie. It's really good. Yeah, it's called
The Quiet Place. Isn't that a scary movie?
Yeah, it's kind of scary. Yeah. Yeah. It's not bad though. It's not too bad.
More like apocalyptic scary. Right?
Yeah, it's not. It's not anything. It's got what's his name from The Office. Jim from The Office.
Oh yeah.
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 And that's his real wife in it. They played. Yeah. That's his real wife. Yeah. So it's really, I liked it. It was a good movie. Yeah.
Cool.
And they've got the trailer for the new Beetlejuice coming out.
Oh, I can't wait.
You got to watch the trailer. It's hilarious.
Is it? I'll look it up
very
online.
Good, very good.
I love me some Beetlejuice.
How could you not? You know what I mean?
Is it good? I thought they better not mess it up. That's all
I
I'm
know.
saying.
Don't you mess that up.
Is it Tim Burton directing it?
Yeah, Tim Burton.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and that's her
Michael
love of her
love
life.
Tim Burton.
I know.
Love
Is Michael
Tim
Keaton going to be in it?
I think so. Yeah.
So, funny thing, Lily's from Vermont. Whenever I first went down to Vermont to see her, Wednesday had just come out, and I love that stuff.
She's Wednesday.
Yeah.
She's Wednesday. Yeah, you're Wednesday.
Wednesday out of here with us.
So
where do you go in Vermont?
I went to Johnson, Vermont. You know where Stowe, Vermont is?
Yes.
It's not too far from there.
I gotcha.
So, I'm in Johnson, Vermont, and Lily doesn't watch that stuff. She's more, I don't know, game shows and stuff, I like. So, I'm at her house and I'm talking her into watching Wednesday. You have to watch it because I think it's so good, even though everybody else doesn't,
Yeah.
Come to find out, Hyde Park and stuff is based out of a town in Vermont. Yeah, we got to talking and they were talking about catching a train in Burlington and on Wednesday and all that. So she took me to the place where it was filmed. A few months later, Tim Burton and Jenna Ortega are in Vermont filming Beetlejuice. Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. I was like, oh, it's meant to be.
It's meant to be. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tim Burton. Yeah. I just hope your paths cross sometime.
Yeah.
I hope
Yeah.
I don't know where you find him, but I just hope you somehow cross.
I thought it was so cool. I cannot wait to see
What would you say to him?
I don't know. I'll probably pass out, I love Tim Burton.
That's awesome.
I've loved him since I was a little girl.
I like it too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, of course, we grew up on Beetlejuice.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I just love that movie. Is just it's on the top
Yeah.
5 for sure.
Yeah. I have to agree. And then, of course, my favorite, one of my favorites is King Kong. I love King Kong and Godzilla, and they're going to team up. I know.
Which one?
It came out. It's a new one coming out Tim, or actually, they're going to have
I
to
don't
become
think I can
together.
do it.
They're going to have to become. They work together. King Kong and Godzilla are working together because there's this new gorilla that's supposed to be really mean. So they're going to try to whoop up on him. And that came out, I think, past Thursday. So haven't seen it, but yeah.
That newest,
Godzilla.
the remake of the original that had Jack Black in it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that movie. I can never watch it again, ever.
Why?
I cried my
Oh.
eyes out when Kong dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
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 Everybody fell asleep on me.
Yeah.
Well, we had seen it in the theater, which was embarrassing, by the way.
Why?
Because again, so they're
Oh, you're crying in the theater. Yeah.
wailing
Yeah.
when Kong dies. And then, so we decided we're going to watch it again at home when we had some friends over. They all fell asleep.
Oh.
And what's happening? I'm the only one awake. Let's watch this again.
Yeah.
I was so mad.
You should.
I kicked them all.
I would.
Like, I kicked them all.
Yes, I would too. I would just, nope. You're going to wake up. You're going to wake
Yeah.
up.
If
Yeah.
you ever ask me to watch this movie again, I'm going to go Kong on you. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
I'm going to start dumping on my chest, and I'm going to smack you in the face.
Yeah.
Get him.
Like,
Get
done.
him, Mindy. Get him. Yeah.
I can't ever. I just can't do it. But see, Kong, you know.
Yeah, right here. You know I love Kong. Yes.
I've never seen the movies.
No.
Oh, we never
Oh.
seen Fay Ray and Jessica
That was my
Lange.
dad's favorite. Oh, I think he always talked about Fay Ray. King Kong.
I even like the remake. I know the remake.
Oh, I know.
The 70s
me too.
remake.
Me too. Yeah.
I like it.
I do too.
Jeff Bridges and Jessica Lange.
Yeah, and then also you had Mighty Joe Young. Love Mighty Joe Young. Yeah, Beautiful Dreamer. That song. That was when I
Yes.
first learned of that song. I thought that was
Yes.
beautiful. So, all right, and then they redid that one too. So, yeah, but Fay Ray was like the bomb diggity.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But although that one, like, Kong and Faye didn't have as good of a relationship in that one.
No.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, in the 30s. That was in the 30s. Do you believe that?
No, I know that.
It's
And think
crazy.
about that. Think about how hard it would be to make that and to do that. You
I
to
know.
come up
Gosh,
with
yeah.
that.
Yeah, it was the original was in the 30s.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Crazy to think about that. Yeah. All right. So also going on, let's see here. Gmail turns 20 today. People in 2004 thought it was a April Fool's joke.
Oh.
The Gmail, they thought Gmail was an April Fool's joke.
Oh,
Okay.
I
interesting.
can see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Why release it on April 1st then?
I don't know.
That's a weird
yeah.
thing.
Why would you not?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Like, pick April 2nd. Like,
Seriously.
Yeah. Mindy, you like to travel. And real quick, here are some of the most overrated tourist attractions in America.
okay.
Number 1, Mount Rushmore.
Interesting. I've never been there.
I have. Have you?
I have not.
I thought it was really neat to see. Or
Yeah.
I was younger. I want to go back and see it as an adult.
Yeah.
I was younger, but I think that's cool. Las Vegas.
Yeah, I'm in on that.
Okay.
Vegas is like 3 days tops. You know, it's
Yeah.
too much visual information.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I
3
agree.
days and I'm done.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not. It wouldn't be my.
It wouldn't be my cup of tea.
No.
No,
Maybe.
it's
Um,
too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't roll that big. I can't
Yeah.
roll with them that big. Plymouth Rock. The whole area around Plymouth Rock Harbor is nice, but the rock itself is just a rock. It's behind bars, so you can't even touch it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they said in Vegas everything's overpriced, and you have to deal with a lot of drunk people
Yeah.
and
It's true.
gambling, nightlife thing. You're not missing
Well,
a lot.
there's nothing wrong with gambling a little.
There's other stuff going on. Yeah, a lot of So
We're going to be doing gambling in about a month. That's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
As long as you can afford it.
Yeah.
Times Square. It's fun for the first time, but New Yorkers do their best to avoid it because it's just so overcrowded.
It is overcrowded. I don't know. I kind of like Times Square, though.
Okay, Lombard Street. Am I saying that? Lombard Street? Lombard Street in San Francisco. It's
Oh, the hilly one.
Steve.
Like,
yeah.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah. Yes, I would. Okay, hang on. I just saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just there. I've never been to San Francisco. I kept thinking the whole time, was the San Francisco tree.
Rice-A-Roni.
Rice-A-Roni.
Yeah.
That was going over and over. It was so stuck in my head.
Rice-A-Roni.
Yeah, I did have to ride a cable car, which is really cool because that was on my bucket list.
Yeah.
So it's one of the steep hills. Yes, and I did see this now. I forgot that I saw this. It's one of the steep. It's a steep one that winds back and forth. It's always a long line of cars waiting to go down. But once you're on it, you realize you just waited in traffic to wait more in traffic. So there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Those are all right. 2 more spots that were missed were Hollywood Walk of Fame and Bourbon Street in New Orleans. I've done a lot of this stuff. That's crazy. That's funny that and Bourbon Street in New Orleans.
I would say, yeah, that's probably, it's worth going once, but there's so much, that's not the only thing in New Orleans.
No, I agree with that.
You know?
Yeah, I think you're
there's
right.
other things in New Orleans.
Overrated. Yeah. All right.
A little overrated, yeah.
There you go. Just a little bit for anybody planning those vacations for the summer. All right, let's jump in. We are in April 1st, April Fool's Day. So just coming around the river bend, a little more than a month away, we'll be running the Derby.
Yes, we will.
Talk Derby to me.
Things changed on Saturday.
All right, what happened, Mindy? Keep us, okay.
Yeah, so the horse that won the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, Fierceness is his name, came back in his 3-year-old season and was underwhelming. He won big yesterday, made everybody look like they were standing still. So he's probably going to be the favorite horse to beat in the Derby, I'd say, because of the way he won. Saturday.
So how did he? What kind of track? What was the conditions?
It was fast track. I don't know how the track was playing, and I meant to look up what the time is. We've had some slow Derby preps this year, so I meant to look up what the final time was.
What about him? I mean, what's his characteristic?
He's chestnut, very expensive horse. Very, very expensive horse. The horse I'm a little interested in.
I like hearing about their personality.
Well, he
knows he's expensive.
Yeah, I'd say he's a little fancy. The horse that the horse that I'm interested in a little bit, and people are gonna think I'm crazy, is Dornoch.
Okay, why?
Full brother. He's a full brother to Mage, last year's winner.
Yeah.
And he has the goods, I think, because he just doesn't like to lose. He's just a horse that doesn't, you know what I mean? He just doesn't, he likes to pass horses. He's got a little bit of a heart on him, I like those.
He got grit.
He's gritty.
Oh.
I like him.
Love grit. Yeah.
I'm interested in Dornoch a little bit. He's a chestnut, too. I don't think we have any roans. I don't think we have any grays this year. I mean, it's not over yet. But
right.
There was one called Seize the Gray, and I don't think he's going to make the gate.
What? Why?
I don't think he'll have enough points.
Oh, okay. So they go by pointing system. Did you know that? Yeah. You have to have so many points to get into the Derby.
Yeah.
So
we started in September.
So how do you get these points? Do you have to win the races leading up to the Derby?
They start in the September before.
Okay.
Starts the third week in September at Churchill Downs.
Yeah. That's almost year round.
It is.
There's only one dark day in racing. It's Christmas Day.
Wow.
There's somebody racing somewhere all the time.
Yeah.
So.
Now, do they get points? I can't remember. I probably know this, but just for entering the race, they don't get points. It's not a. It's not.
No, you have to be. You get points for the top 4.
Win, place, and show.
And super, and you get.
Win, place, show, and.
And the super, the 4th place.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't necessarily have to win the race.
To get points.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
But of course, the more you win, the more points you get.
So, it's interesting because the races will start out at 10, and then they go to 20. Now we're into the derbies, like the Arkansas Derby, the Florida Derby, and those are 100-point races. So if you win one of those, you're pretty much
there
in the gate.
Yeah.
But this year, and I knew this was going to happen.
Okay.
You heard it here on Coffee Club first. So Churchill Downs has banned Bob Baffert yet again for some unknown reason.
But didn't he come back up? Didn't he kind of go back? I mean, didn't he try again?
Yes.
Yeah,
well,
okay.
it was originally 2 years, and Churchill out of nowhere last summer said, you know what, we're going to tack another year onto that.
Okay.
So the problem is, and I don't blame Baffert for this. I'm not the biggest Baffert fan, as you know, but I don't blame him. So what had happened in the past is they would by January 1st, they had to transfer to another trainer, and they were able to end the Derby. That didn't happen this year. So he won one of the big races. Oh, he won the Arkansas Derby on Saturday. So that's 100 points off the board. And I don't blame Bob Baffert. I'd try to chew up as many points as I could too.
Oh, so it's taking points from others.
Absolutely, because he's not eligible to get in the gate because Churchill has banned. And he's got a really good horse too, and that's another really good horse. Muth is that horse's name, but you'll not see him in the Derby gate because of Churchill Downs. So,
okay.
And you want to see the best horses in the gate.
Yeah.
Hopefully, after this year, this whole mess will be everybody's okay.
Right, yeah.
Whatever.
So how many points do you have to have?
It depends on the year.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you have a different winner for all the races, you know what I mean? Now we got this involved. So you've got these Baffert horses that can't get points but can still enter the race.
Wow.
So it took 100 points off the board. So points are going to be at a premium this year for sure.
That would probably.
And we haven't even ran the Santa Anita Derby, which is coming up Saturday. So Baffert will have multiple horses in that race.
So if he took all 4 places, wouldn't that be?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Right. And I don't blame him. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
It's amazing how much, because like I just, in D.C., it was NAB, National Association of Broadcasters, and like from all the different states. And it's amazing when, how many people ask.
Yeah.
Like about the Kentucky Derby and about like how they feel about it. Like it's amazing. Like, do you feel like the horses are being treated fair? You know what I mean? Like, and then also, how do you feel? And I know you're an animal lover, and you're an animal lover, and I'm an animal lover. You know what I mean? And so you see that, but then also that, I mean, you kind of got to. It's kind of as mixed feelings. I was just, it was kind of like I felt like I was not ready for that question to be asked. You know what I mean? I was just like, I really haven't. You know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, there's bad apples in every barrel. It's just how it is. Horse racing traditionally has not had, we've not been kind to jockeys and horses, and Now I think they pay millions of dollars for these horses. Mm-hmm. They're not living in squalor by any stretch of the imagination. You've seen these horses. They have masseuses.
They get massage.
Right,
Yeah,
they get masseuses.
They get more massages than I do. Okay.
Now I think the problem is somewhat after the thoroughbred aftercare, but there are organizations that take care of them, afterward.
Yeah.
Not all of them. So I think some of that has changed. It's certainly much more. It's much better for everybody involved, but. Like I say, you're always going to have bad seeds.
Mm-hmm.
Just
but I think it also makes but on the other hand, it kind of highlights and makes appreciation for horses and for people that love horses.
Right.
It's a different. It's not like you're showing horses Western or or English or it's a different type of horse, and it's bringing attention to the thoroughbred.
I think no matter the animal or the game, you're going to have the people that are really good to their animals, and you're going to have the people, but some people that show horses aren't the best to their horses, and some people that show horses treat their horses like children.
Right.
You just have, in every situation, you have those people that are not going to do what's right.
Yeah.
Well, your dog, but like let's go to your dog shows.
Yeah.
You have different types of dogs. You got working dogs. You've got dogs that,
Mm-hmm.
and so you have some that.
And I think the thing that people, like that question that you got asked, the thing that people don't understand is these horses are bred to do this.
Yeah.
You can't buy a thoroughbred and expect to put it out to pasture and just ride it every once in a while. You know what I'm saying?
No, they want to go.
They want to go. Now, some of them are better at it than others.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's amazing. And that's why I like door knock a little bit, because not all horses like to pass other horses. They're herd animals. So sometimes they get with their friends and they go, "Hey guys, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? Hey,
that would be me.
That's exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what I would be doing too back then. I'd be like, "Hey guys, is that a finish line up there? I am. Hey, what's going on?"
Yeah.
what are you guys doing this weekend?
Yeah.
I'd be like, look at her, look at his butt, or look
I
at
know.
her butt. I'd be in that back.
Yeah. Me too. Why are we going so fast?
I like big butts and I cannot lie. Yep.
That would mean we would be not in the first place, you know
Yeah.
that, because we'd be talking about somebody's back end.
Right,
Yeah.
that's right. But some of them, you know, like door knock or fierceness, you know, some of them are just,
They get there and all they can see is that finish line.
oh yeah,
ready
they're
to go.
competitors.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
yeah. And when they hear that sound, everything, like they know the commands, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
they
just-
know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like as soon as Zeus, whenever I touch the bag for his food.
Right.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I could have something that's total. I could be boiling water.
Yeah,
My dog wants
yeah.
a bite. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Well,
know.
there's a funny meme that's got like somebody knocks on the door don't, nobody wakes up. You know what I mean? The dog doesn't wake up. Somebody comes in, nobody wakes up. But as soon as you hear that rapper,
Right.
I'm ready to go. I see
Yeah.
moms on TikTok taking wrappers and making a noise with them and waiting for their kids to come out, and she'll be sitting on the couch, her kid will be in the room. Little toddlers, you know, they'll do it. Here they come, you know. What's mom got? Same thing with dogs.
That's-
definitely,
Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure. So I think that's the thing, but I think it goes with any sport. I think too. You know
Yes.
what I mean? And you're talking about even humans too. You know what
Yes.
I mean? And you know, we're talking about that can be. So I think you have to have that where you know that. I mean, it is what it is. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
But I think horses as individuals, some of them like their job. It's just like people.
Yeah.
Some of us like our jobs more than others, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just it's the same with them. Like some just excel at it, and some
Yeah.
are like,
That's what I was gonna
man,
say.
I don't want to do this, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Kind of like with playing basketball. You have your kids that love to play basketball. Some of them aren't so good. Some of them are really good, but they still play.
Right.
And the ones that are really good are going to train every day and run.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and some people may see that, oh, you're making your child run too much. And really, they're
Yeah.
doing what they love and training for what they
Right,
love.
right,
It's the same
Right.
Yeah.
situation.
And when you talk about that, like on a basketball, like let's talk about the bench. You have those maybe that aren't as good, but they're the ones that like are encouragers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're the ones that
Everybody
just
has a
like
place.
in the Derby. You know, all the
Yeah.
other horses. Maybe some of them are like those pace horses, kind of will
Yeah.
help pace or kind of make the other ones come forward. You
Right.
know, right? I mean,
Yes.
because some of them, yeah.
And it's interesting with the Derby because the best horse doesn't always win the Derby.
It's true.
You
You're
know?
right about that. Yeah.
And which is it's kind of unfair in a way, you know, but at the same time that's what makes it so cool, right? Because it really and the reason for that is because it's such a big field. 20 horses really is too big. We've talked about that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, depends on what gate you come out of, you know, makes a difference.
Yeah.
And your running style makes a difference.
Right.
So if you like to be on the lead, you better hope you're going to come out of a good gate because
What do you think? What do you think the better gates are for those listed?
well, historically it's been, well, it used to be 1. The rail was the best, but that has changed. That's, you know, 100 years ago. 5 is good and 10 is good. So
Now,
those.
explain yourself. Yeah.
So yeah, 5 and 10, and it's an easier path to get to save ground. And what I mean by saving ground is, the idea is you want to try to get to the rail. You want to get in position, right? So the other problem is you can do that, but you might not be able to. You might not have anywhere to go, right? With
Yeah.
20 horse field. But those seem to give horses in modern times the best paths to.
So would that be more in the middle? Of
Yeah, they're kind of in the middle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was wondering if it would.
Well, usually
Yeah.
the ones that like are in the lead will, you know, you don't usually find one that's gonna keep the lead the whole time.
Right.
And
It's unusual.
I'm still amazed. Remember how I was still amazes me how, let's say that you know you are, let's say in 5th position. Let's just say you got into 5th position, and then to pull out and to get around. I mean, I just you've got seconds, and I like okay, literally seconds. I'm still amazed, and this huge respect to these jockeys and horses to know how to maneuver I mean, you think about, like, here you are, okay, like, you don't necessarily want to start off, like, running it all at first, okay? You're kind of your horse there. And then you bring that horse, either bring it in or bring it out, and to go
exactly
around.
What to do,
and you got a horse's bottom, like, right in front of you. You know what I mean?
Horses are not small.
No, that's what I'm saying. And everybody's
you're going 40 miles an hour
right,
on
and you don't have that turn signal. You don't have that light, or see those mirrors to see that there's not somebody. So let's say that you are, your strategy, you're behind this horse and you're getting ready to go out. Well, then you need to make sure that there's not someone else coming.
Because that could be, you could be disqualified
for that.
Yeah,
but you can see how it could easily be done.
Yes.
I mean,
in a split second.
Yeah,
yes,
that's what I mean. And so, like, so you got to. It's almost like I think I've not been, and this is just me, an outsider, thinking you almost like, I think the jockeys just have to be so, their brains just have to be so entrained, and they just have to know. It's almost like an instinct.
An instinct.
Yeah, they just have to, like, I don't think, I think they just have to know. They just, it's
But the ideal trip would be, so this is why, number one, in the modern, since it's 20 horses, so you think about a horse that have to be so fast to get out in front of 19 other horses.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So what happens to that rail post is they'll get out so far, and then you've got to crush. So wherever you end up in that melee, and it's usually 10th. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's no way you could be fast enough to get in front of 19 other horses.
No,
you know what I mean?
No, absolutely.
So that's why that rail post is just has not been good. Now it used to be when the gate was different,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But now with this, so there's an auxiliary gate, which they got, I think, COVID year. No, there's not an auxiliary gate anymore. It's one gate, I think, now. It used to be 15 and 5, or, you know what I mean? There was an auxiliary gate.
I don't think it's...
And now I think it's just one gate.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so for some, and here we go again, since 2020... See, I guess I'll need to go back and look that up, because in 2020, that's when they got that new gate. So we'll have to see if what I said is still true. It's going to take some years to figure out if the new gate is going to make a difference.
Yeah, yeah.
And already those stats are skewed, because we've already had a winner out of 20, which was Rich Strike.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it's already skewed.
So I love that. I mix it up. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be, I don't want it like to be the average, or or this. Yeah.
Everybody has the same shot.
So like a game. That's why they call it a game. Everybody's got the same. You know what I mean?
Right.
And when every second matters, I think the stats are always going to be a little. You know what I mean?
Right.
So let's because all right, let's go ahead. Who are we thinking then? You said
Fierceness will be the favorite in the Derby, probably.
Okay.
I mean, there's no way he won't. He'll be the betting favorite. And then Dornoch is Dornoch, I think, and that's the full brother to Mage, who won last year.
Dornoch, and then give me one more.
Fierceness.
Fierceness is you got a third. Win, place, and show.
I'll give a little nod to Mystic Dan. Give a little nod to Mystic Dan. Mystic Dan won Derby Prep. He came in second or third Saturday in the Arkansas Derby. I think he came in second behind the Bob Baffert horse Muth. I'd love to see Muth in the gate too. That's a real good racehorse too. He won pretty handily. But Mystic Dan has kind of been a little bit of a fan favorite.
So they don't have their 20 yet. They're still getting their points, right?
Yeah, so this weekend...
Time's getting near.
Yeah, so...
Time's drawing near.
Yeah, so coming up, we have the Bluegrass at Keeneland, the Santa Anita Derby, and Wood Memorial, which was at Aqueduct. And then on the 13th, there's the Lexington. That's the last one.
Okay.
And then, so we got 3 weeks to the Derby.
Now, if someone, like, let's say that at Lexington, let's just say somebody, won that, could that upset, like, the apple cart and, like, somebody that was supposed to be in it knock somebody out?
Yes. It can. And it depends on the year.
Yeah.
And this year, I mean, there's a possibility. Let's say a Baffert horse wins the Santa Anita Derby. There's another 100 points off the board. Let's say, like you said, let's say Baffert horses take 1, 2, 3, 4. Now points just became real valuable, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see we'll see what happens. But there's always some drama around the points, every year.
Oh, you gotta have drama.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And it'll be interesting to see about the Japanese again. So there was a Derby prep, the Dubai World Cup. So I loved it Saturday because you had all these prep races in the afternoon, but the Dubai World Cup, so I watched racing pretty much all day. Started at 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
It ends at 7 at night. Yay!
Love that.
Good day.
Yeah.
But that Forever Young is that horse's name, and I imagine they'll bring him to the Derby. But traditionally, that just hasn't worked for them. If you remember Dermis Sotogate.
I do, yeah.
He ran at Dubai on Saturday.
Well, we talked about that one other time. I know our time gets way so fast here. But they do a little bit different training. Remember how a little bit different training?
They do. The gate works are different.
Yeah.
And they don't use the ponies, and it's wild.
It's a little different, yeah.
But it looks like a real good racehorse, but it's just hard. It's hard. Because you got to deal with the shipping.
And that would be okay, just like when you fly, you know what I mean? Or like, let's say they, how sometimes like after what is it, jet lag or whatever they call it or whatever, so you can't.
It's exhausted after you travel.
Yeah. Your ears are popping. And,
I mean, if they bring that horse, that horse is probably on the plane today. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
getting to Churchill.
Right. I would go ahead and bring it even if I didn't get my points. Just in hopes. I'd go ahead and be prepared.
Yeah.
Especially
just to train the horse here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I definitely on this soil, and you know what I mean.
I imagine they'll bring. The Japanese want to win.
Well, sure.
So,
yeah.
a lot of people do. Steve Asmussen's never won one, and he's the winningest trainer in North American history. And I feel so bad for Steve because that was the Rich Strike year. The horse, the
20% off your mattress order.
It's the final year of the Rick and Bubba Show. From Calhoun County to radio royalty, Rick and Bubba.
Light the fuse and run now, brother, 'cause you ain't got a lot of time.
Here we go, 6 minutes past the hour, the Rick and Bubba Show from the Big Boy Studio. On various platforms, both live and archived, out to the...
Call me or whatever, and you keep me in the loop. Okay?
I will.
Mindy keeps me in the loop.
I will.
She's my girl on that.
Yeah.
What is it called? You're my bookie or whatever. I don't book, but
I'm the handicapper.
You're my handicapper, yeah, for sure.
You're on-site handicapper. No, I don't do it well, but I still enjoy it.
We have fun with it. It's always fun. We always have a good time, and that's what it's supposed to be about.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, having fun and see. Yeah, so. For sure. All right. So thank you, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Dr. Blackside Associates. Remember, next week, a week from today, will be the eclipse. So go ahead and get your glasses. Be prepared, or just stay inside if you don't have your glasses. Don't hurt your eyes, right, Mindy?
Right.
Mindy doesn't want to have to try to fix those eyes.
Don't.
You can't buy new eyes, right?
You cannot.
Watch Mindy, even though
you cannot.
Even though I've watched a lot of movies that new eyes, and Mindy's like, that's not true.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
I go crazy over that stuff, don't I?
Mindy's like, no, you can't do that. All right, thank you.
Oh, that movie. Oh, that.
I know.
7 pounds. That movie. I'm telling you, I can't let it go.
It gets her in Minority Report. All of those, they get new eyes. And Mindy does not like that. Mindy says, not true, not true, not true.
Don't do that. This makes my job that much harder.
I know. We want you to do that for us, Mindy, and you can't do that, right? Right. Well, thank you, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Dr. Blackside Associates. You are fantastic. I always love when you come in, and always fun and to keep up with you for sure. Thanks for coming in. It's hard to get her. She's very busy, but thank you for this. Erin, thanks for coming in. Meadow View Healthcare Center. Keep up the great work. Easter's over now. I guess spring right around, and of course. I know a lot of you at Meadow View and Salem Crossing, you guys celebrate Derby too, so you'll be making some Derby hats, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Let's thank our sponsors.
We have Meadow View Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rosa's, Fox Pearly Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Windhorse for Home, Paoli and English, and McAllister Land Consulting.
All right, let's have the best day ever. Thanks, girls. Planning to buy some land or build a new home or maybe put up a fence? Do you know your property lines? Are you in a floodplain? When it comes to surveying your property, call someone you can trust with years of experience. That's McAllister Land Consulting. Call 812-274-0860, providing fast, friendly service at reasonable rates. McAllister Land Consulting can provide a wide range of services, including residential and commercial certified land surveys, flood elevation certificates, and land usage consulting. Get to know your property. Call McAllister Land Consulting for a free quote today at 812-274-0860.
The world's biggest bourbon and music festival, Bourbon and Beyond 2024. A perfect blend of bourbon, culinary, and music with Zach Bryan, Dave Matthews Band, Tyler Childers, Neil Young, Beck, and Louisville's own My Morning Jacket, Matchbox 20, Cody Jinks, Maren Morris, The Head and Heart, Tedeschi Trucks Band, The National, Whiskey Myers, Chris Isaac, Young the Giant, Teddy Swims, Milky Chance, and more. September 19th through 22nd in Louisville, Kentucky. Single day and weekend passes, camping and hotel packages. On sale now at bourbonandbeyond.com.
Caring people make the difference.